Welcome in. Let's preview Game 1 of the Supercoppa Italiana on Thursday, January 2nd, kicking off at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time at the Al Awal Park in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. That's right, Saudi Arabia will be hosting the games in this Italian Super Cup. It's between Game 1 of the Supercoppa, Serie A winners, Inter Milan, this and past Supercoppa winners, Inter Milan, with this season's current Serie A leaders, Atalanta. The odds right now between Inter Milan and Atalanta make Inter favored at plus 120, the draw plus 250, Atalanta plus 220. Now, if we're looking to advance by any means, should this game be tied at the end of regulation, Inter odds-on favorites minus 150, Atalanta plus 110. We look at the over and the under. There's favored to be goals in this game between these two top teams in Italy. Over 2.5 minus favored at minus 125, and the under plus 100. Head-to-head between these teams. Earlier this season, Inter smacked Atalanta 4-0 when they played in Milan. Last season, Inter won both meetings as well, 2-1 and 4-0. So they now have a back-to-back 4-0 wins over Atalanta. They've also dominated Atalanta in recent seasons, winning 6 straight, being undefeated in 13 meetings as well at 8-5-0. Ladea's last win came way back in 2018. There's also been 3 or more goals some way, shape, or form in 5 of the last 6 recent meetings. For Inter Milan, they're coming into this game off of a 3-0 road win over Cagliari last Saturday, which places them third in Serie A with 40 points, 1 point back of their opponent here, Atalanta, who have 41 points, as well as Napoli, also with 41. That's 4 straight wins now for Inter. If you look at all competitions, and they've outscored their opponents 13-0 in those games. They've only suffered 1 defeat in any match across their past 18 games, and that came in the Champions League, a 1-0 loss to Bayer Leverkusen. During these 18 games, they've kept 12 clean sheets as well, so they've been scoring, rarely conceding. If we go back even further this season in all competitions, they're 17-5-2. It's only 2 losses all season long. They've also scored in 18 of their past 19. It's also only 2 losses in their past 49 Serie A games. Obviously, this is not a Serie A game, but comparable opposition. For Atalanta, they left it late on the weekend, but drew 1-1 in Rome, drawing with Lazio last Saturday. Point gives them the 1-point lead over Inter in the Serie A table for first. The goal difference gives them the edge over Napoli, also has 41 points. Ladea, too, rarely loses games. Their only loss in 19 was 5 games back in the Champions League against Real Madrid. No shame there, where they lost 3-2. Atalanta hasn't failed to score in any of their past 14 games. In fact, 2024 has been a banner year for Gasparini's team, setting records for most team wins and also most goals scored in a calendar year. There will be some concern, though, as top scorer and Serie A top scorer Retegui could miss out with a toe injury. Yeah, it would be a huge blow with him missing. He did miss last game, but has returned to training, so possibly could be in the game. So if we look at Supercoppa Italiana best bets, to me, this is very hard to split between these two top teams. Could very easily be a draw, maybe a tight game where it goes under, possibly ending in a 1-1 that could need some extra time or PKs. The under 3.5 at minus 250 could also be a good parlay piece in case this game did end up 2-1. Both teams to score at Caesars looks at minus 140, the no plus 110. So I could see either the both teams to score, maybe that 1-1 being a good option, or just a very tight low scoring game with the under 2.5 being another good option. Let's make the under 2.5 plus 100 the best bet between Inter Milan and Atalanta. What do you like in this Supercoppa Italiana game? Share your picks down there in the comments. Good luck with your bets this week.